of CARYPACT and also Botchain, right?
Yes, brother.
So
Yeah.
that yeah, awesome. So there's two new updates that came in, yeah, when I was in training in Bangkok. So I like to update this for those who didn't attend the training in Bangkok. So the first good news is, remember regarding our marketing plan, right? So let me share that particular presentation first so that it has some clear picture, yeah, on the team members before we start on the Q&A session, because this is very important. Okay. So I believe all of you all already know on this thing, correct? You guys already know your staking amount, your daily ROI on your CA, all right? And then your staking pool, correct? So before this, if you're doing a staking pool, all right, whatever amount that you're staking, it doesn't add in your group volume or group sales, correct? Am I right or not? So now, starting from next week, there's a new update that came in. Whatever amount that you are staking, your CA, into the daily staking, regardless of flexible pool or 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, or 360 days, all right? All those staking under your team members going to consider into your sales, all right? So this is the first good news, all right? So I believe now we can have more people achieving the ranking. But the only problem there is, if let's say any of your team members who are doing the stacking for 30 days, after that they withdraw the money. And then if let's say it affects the volume of your ranking, then it might go down. All right. But if not means, then yeah, it will be keep on increasing. Yeah. So that's the first good news that you can see. All right. As you can see here on your ranking basis. All right. So you can see here, for you to become V1, your minimum weaker leg must have more than $10,000 now. All right. Now, even though you don't have $10,000 on the weaker leg, but your team member is already stacking daily CA. So they will calculate the real time of the price of CA with the current price. Currently is around $29. So if let's say your team have 100 CA that they are stacking for 30 days. So the system will automatically take 100 CA times with 29, that's around $2,900 that been contributed to your network. So it depending on whether they are in your weaker leg or your stronger leg, yeah. So that also need to be taken into consideration. If they are in the weaker leg, then congratulations, you will be ranking up as V1 as fast as possible. But still follow your rules that your personal stacking must be more than $500. All right. And then the stacking reward, all right, on your V1 is 6%. I believe now you guys already know that it's already been increased, yeah, from 2% to 30%. All right, so from 2% to 6%, and then from 20% maximum to 30%. So I believe this one is clear, correct? Another one more good news is for those who are actively building your ranking, right? So the company is doing the same thing again for next week onwards. For those who are qualifying in V1, remember, your management reward is 30%. That means 2,100 CA will be shared among all those qualifiers in V1, correct? But I believe a lot of people were complaining that they are getting very less CA on their ranking of V1, it's not getting high and things and everything. But now, for those who are working very hard, even though you're in V1, let's say on your weaker leg, all right? On your weaker leg, you have daily sales. So everybody after this will have a point system. Okay. The point system, how it's going to work is everybody will have an equal of 10 points when they're starting. All right. And then if let's say your weaker leg sales is increasing day to day, you're getting increased point system. That means from 10 points goes up to 12 points to 13 points. All right. For those who are not doing anything, all right, on the weaker leg, that means the weaker leg doesn't progress. So what will happen is from the 10 point, it will start to reduce little bit. Maybe 9.5, 9.6. All right. So there will be having some difference that your V1 ROI from the management reward, you will be getting more higher than the one who are not working hard. All right. So these are the two new updates that are happening in the system, okay, which I like to highlight. And not only that, we have another one more good news is for those outside there who knows any programmers or developers, all right, who want to build ecosystem in our Botchain. Now the company have opened up, right? So they're going to introduce this commission-based reward for those who like to introduce programmers or developers. So you can earn 3% to 10% maximum if you introduce these developers. Yeah. So the 3 to 10% of this commission is based on what? It's based on that particular programmer's ecosystem. All right. Remember, we said 80% of the gas fees that we collect from the ecosystem will be given back to the developers, right? From the 80%, the developer will be paying you 3 to 8, 10%. All right. So that's a very big money. Yeah. So if you have any networkers, anybody that you want to promote, you want to introduce to the company, you can do so. All right. So these are the major highlights that I'd like to share before I start the session. So on this part, anybody have any questions before I go any further? If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask any questions on this particular thing. I believe Mr. V already know about this, right, brother? You already know about this, right?
Yes, just only I know from you, sir, your brother. I
Okay,
just only
okay,
got
okay.
it. Yeah, yeah.
This one yesterday only I know, brother. Yesterday I was
Very
sharing
awesome,
this
very
in
awesome,
in
very awesome, brother. These three
yeah,
applications, very awesome, awesome. Very
correct,
nicely
correct.
designed.
And
Yeah.
okay, another important thing, yeah, by
Mm.
announcing this particular thing, especially on this CA, right? So
Mm.
I like to highlight back again, yeah, on this CA for those who are doing the stacking, right? So remember, after this, everybody will like to do stacking because why? The more stacking that your team is doing is also including in your sales, correct? So what
Correct.
will happen is the circulation in the CA will be reducing. So in the next 2 weeks to 3 weeks, you will be seeing the price of CA is going up slowly, 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 slowly in the next 2 years, in the next 2 weeks. All right. And also, we also have two major companies that's going to take our CA as their liquidity pool, as their LP. So this thing is also going to increase the price of CA because the circulation will be reduced in the market. All right. So these are
Wow,
the good
good.
news that I like to like to update before we start the session for today. Yeah. So anybody have any questions on this particular thing before we start?
ये अभी तक
You
जेसन
can
सर
just
ने जो कहा उस पे कोई सवाल करना है आपको? नहीं समझा है कुछ आपको? काफी अच्छे अपडेशन दिए हैं
bro,
ताकि
maybe
वो आगे
they
बढ़े.
understand what they understand what I said.
Yes, yes, everyone can understand English, brother. No worry.
Okay. Great, great.
किसी को कुछ पूछना है तो
Mr.
आगे बढ़ते हैं.
Yeah, I have a question. Mr.
Please.
Yes.
Johnson,
Yeah.
yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I am from UK team here.
Okay.
And the question actually I asked my upline. He
All right.
basically told me that if you like the system, whatever it is, join in. Otherwise, don't join in. That was his basic answer.
Okay.
Is the CARYPACT have plan B? Say, for instance, any disaster happen, what will be the outcome of the business, the platform altogether? So if you have any plan B, will you be able to share, or is it secret? You kept it yourself. So that's the first question
No.
I have.
Okay,
The
now let's go
second,
one by one, yeah? No, let's go
all right,
one by one, Mr. Shahid. Right.
okay.
So now, simple, Mr. Shahid, we had a good time with our boss or the CEO or the founder of CARYPACT and also Botchain, who is Mr. Johnson Chow, yeah? So Johnson Chow is the founder of CARYPACT and Botchain. So he is also the CEO of Coin Store Exchange, all right, in Singapore. So let me type it out his name, all right, so that you can go and check it out. Who is his profile first? All right, that's very important. So on all our training, right, in Bangkok, so we have almost about 6,000 people participated in our training session in total. Okay, so all the session is attended by our Mr. CEO and also our founder, Mr. Johnson Chow. So so Mr. Johnson Chow comes on all our events and he spends almost about 1 hour on explaining what is his vision, what is his mission. All right. And another good news that I'd like to tell you here today, our boot coin is going to be listed in OKX Exchanger in September. All right. So it's already been confirmed that he is listing the boot coin in our OKX Exchanger. So OKX Exchanger is a very good top exchanger. All right. So that gives us the confidence that how far and how strong we can go. Yeah. Okay. So I
Sir, I
believe
have
that
a
will,
question, sir.
yes. Yeah.
Uh,
Wait a
okay,
minute.
okay.
No, wait a minute.
Basically,
Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah. I'm answering the questions. Yeah. Mr. Said.
yeah, okay. Okay, I understand. Basically, I have to search my own to get into these, the CEO and all these,
Yes, you need to do the
all this
research first, yeah,
information.
brother,
Yeah,
because because that builds the confidence. You see, those people who coming all around, almost about 80 different countries already now, all right, and we already have the what Bitcoin holders, yeah, the holders. We're talking about 800,000 token holders, all right. So that's a very big achievement for us in CA and also BOT coin right now. So let me share that particular slide, yeah, I mean the website, so that you can see the thing on your own eyes. All right. So this is our website, Botchain, all right, Botchain.ai. Please go to this website to check all our Explorer, our white paper, our CERDIC documentation. All right, everything's been written out there, and also the ecosystem. We're talking about the Botchain. So the Botchain, which I like to show you here, this is the most important thing I like to show you. Yeah. So if you can see here, okay, go back to the index. So registered wallet is around 892,000 wallet that been registered. A total of 5.9 million transactions that happened. So our daily volume right now in our boot chain, which is our public chain wallet, is around $120,000 per day. All right. And the target is from our boss is to increase that by 1 million in the next 1 year time. All right. So it's coming very short period of time. It's because once Bitcoin is been listed in OKX, that's going to go into mainstream, into the public's hand. All right. So we are expecting the price to go up at least double to triple before that. All right. And then the boss is still very optimistic in terms of his price target that in 1 year time, he will make sure that the price of BOTs goes up to $1,000. If let's say we never achieve the 1,000, but he is very confident that in the next 3 years, the price will be achieved. All right. And for your information, every gas fees that collected in the boot chain, right, 50% of it will be burned from our system. Yeah. So that's another reason why the price of BOT is going to go up in a very high scale. And we also have confirmed almost about 1,200 ecosystem new project that's going to be built in our boot chain by September. All right. It's already been confirmed. It's already been in the pipeline. So the more projects that building in our boot chain, so what will happen to the price? Definitely it's going to go up, right? So everybody's going to hold the boot chain for the gas fees. All right. So these are all giving us the indication of how strong, how far can we go in our company. All right. So I believe I've answered your question, but no matter what, all right. So this is
yeah,
not a financial advice, right? So we all have to do our due diligence, correct? So,
yeah.
but you can always
You are correct. There's
do,
no doubt, Mr. Johnson. The platform is
yes,
strong, and it
yes.
is sound. It is sound very to
Sir,
go.
sir,
The
let me give you another hint. Yeah, the platform is very strong. It's because why? Can you imagine that the company is been bringing leaders from different part of the world? I'm talking about the rank qualifiers from V1 to V3. All right, and they already spent almost about for the 7,000 people, right? For the 7,000 people, all right. So they have spent almost about 1.3 million in total. Okay, 1.3 million in total, all right, for them to build on the academic part. So that gives them the big advantages for us that the Mr. Johnson Chow is focusing on building the academic in a very bigger scale. All right. So, and he's coming back to focus on India. Yeah. So that's a very good thing that we have. And our Dubai office is going to be launching in July. It's already been confirmed. All right. And all the training that's happening right now in Bangkok for market from India, the Europe, the Africa, all right, everything will be shifted to Dubai. All right. So this is another good news that I'd like to update, which I just did the presentation, a few days back, back in Bangkok. All right. All right. So I believe that gives them more confidence, yeah, in the market.
Yeah, certainly. And thank you very much for your time taken, because I don't want to take too long time because you have
Yes.
other people waiting. The
Yeah,
last question I
sure.
have, the
Yeah.
last question I have, I know everything is in Asia at this moment is happening around India and Sri Lanka, all this part. When is your next kind of event happening in Europe? Say, for example, in UK maybe, or anywhere in Europe. If you have
No.
any plan?
There won't be any events over there, brother. So what will be happening now is we will be having our office opening and launching, which will be happening in Dubai. So all the leaders, we will be bringing them to Dubai. Basically, the company pays the money for them to bring in them. All right. So everything is already taken care for. If you're qualified, you will be coming over there for the training. Everything is taken care by the company. You're not spending on it.
That's absolutely fine. But the Europe have very big market for the crypto industry. So that's the reason I was asking if you can hold an event in somewhere in Europe, would be great. But
Okay.
anyway, thank you
But
very much for
it's
your
okay.
time.
But we can always meet up in Dubai, sir. All right. We will definitely meet up in Dubai.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I try to get my qualification first, and then
Yes.
I'll be joined.
And
Okay.
we will definitely be in Dubai on the July, and then we will conducting training back in Dubai itself, sir. All right.
July. By the way, I've already joined. I haven't speak
Yeah.
to my community yet, but let
Okay.
me educate first myself, and then I will.
The
I
best
will
way to
definitely
educate,
work.
sir. The best way to educate is go into our official Telegram
Absolutely.
group. Get all
Absolutely.
the
Yes.
information.